This Map First Impressions video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Map First Impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at logging in mountains. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com mod hub and is available for all platforms, PC and console. This map is exclusively logging, as you might derive from the title of the map. Let me read you a small description as we jump on in. It says, logging in the mountains is a partially very hilly forest map surrounded by a beautiful lake. At the small sawmill, you can sell logs and wood chips. So that is really the only sell point on the map. Let's go ahead and just pick a couple of our mods here and come on in. Let's pull up the log. Watch the map load up very quick. So we are starting this in new farmer mode. I can tell you that on Farm Manager, or Start from the Scratch, you start with no equipment and no land, and of course the appropriate amount of money. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. Here it is, pretty much. Here is the island. So we start here, kind of at our starting point. We have fuel and the shop up here to the north. The sawmill down here towards the, I guess, southern half of the map, more toward the middle. While we have all of our standard crops on the map, there are no fields. If you want to do any type of farming on this map, you're going to need to do one of two things. One, you're going to have to clear an area. Two, you're going to have to put down a placeable to sell your crops, because there are no sell points on the map that will accept anything other than logs or wood chips. See here, the sell points. There is one, the sawmill. And all it takes is wood chips. Got a little bit of starting equipment. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. And as such, there are no contracts on the map because there are no fields. Let's take a look at that starting equipment. So we get the Fendt Favorite 515C and the Valtra T234. Range in horsepower from 150 to 250 horsepower. We've got the old 1978 pickup truck, AgriLiner trailer, the Jens wood chipper, the Stepa log trailer, and then the ST65T log grinder, a stump grinder. And basically nothing is leased. So that is our starting equipment. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our little Mahindra. And, well, I would say we were going to go ahead and take a look around the farm, or the starting area. But, well, you see it here. We got our Fendt and the logging trailer here. Lots of flat land to put down buildings, storage, or whatever. And our pickup truck. Now, if we walk over here, we have what looks like the house. Sorry about that, guys. We have what looks like the house, but there is no sleep trigger here. See, nothing comes up on the F1 menu. So we're just going to tab around until we get to the Mahindra here at the shop. Go ahead and come on out here. Looks like I forgot, or somehow I did not select the no camera collision. What we're going to do is we're going to actually pause here. I'm going to reselect that, make sure that's enabled, because having the camera zoom in and out around all these trees is just going to drive me insane. Well, we've got that enabled now, so we're going to go ahead and do a little drive around. Just down from the shop, we have our... So let's stop. Let's point out the customize and repair trigger. So this is the shop icon. Where do we go to customize, repair, and sell our equipment? Over here on the other side of the shop, we have the customize, sell, and repair trigger. Check. One floaty object found. All right, I met my quota. Or need to find any more floaties. So just down from the shop, we have our fuel station for the map. And I think what would be kind of most appropriate is, since the trees are so dense along the road here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive out here to the edge and basically loop around the island. That way we can not be in the middle of the trees the whole time. And at the same time, maybe get a general lay of the land. We'll probably drive through the trees a little bit, but we'll probably do just a flyover also. So around the entire island is this ring road. Runs along the outside. You can see there is quite the dense forest and quite the varying terrain here on the map. Scattered throughout the forest floor are rocks and bushes. I think the forest floor is done fairly well. On two sides of the mountain, or of the island, we have this kind of waterfall action going on. Swing around and take a look at that. Got the waterfall on two different sides here. We'll see it on the other side as well. I'm kind of surprised that we have in the mod hub a map that has no sell points for crops. I was under the impression that Grizzly Mountain, which was the FDR logging map, that it was updated from the version that was originally released on their website to support the selling of crops, wool, cotton, etc., as a result of being submitted to the Giants mod hub. The Giants was requiring those aspects to be on the map. But clearly with this one not having those details, that must not be a requirement, or must no longer be a requirement. Or for all we know, it may still be a requirement, but just is another example of inconsistency with the testing. See the varying terrain. There are some pretty steep hills and valleys, or ravines. Just coming around the outside edge of the map, let alone what kind of fun and excitement the interior of the island is going to have in store for us. There is a shot of the other waterfall. We do have animated boats and ships on the outside of the map radius. Jump on in again. Last thing I need to do is fall victim to falling into the Great Lake that is on the outside of the map here. Look at this climb. Let's just get out and look. I mean, that is a serious angle. We are seriously going up a hill. Okay. Good thing we have gecko grip on our tires, or we would just slide down the hill. Here we've got a old rustic bridge spanning the gap. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Jump on in here. And let's just turn on into the interior. Do a little driving around the interior here just to get a general layout of things. Then I think we'll close with a drive through or flyover. This could be a fun little map just to get in with Mahindras and do multiplayer and just race around. All right, let's go ahead and just hop out here, pull up the dev console. And let's take a flight. There we go. Kind of a lay of the land. Now the view distance on these trees is such that at this height we only see half of the map as far as the foliage goes. That area in front of us that looks barren, that will basically populate with trees as we fly forward. See the road network cut through the trees. Go over here to the sawmill. We didn't actually get to the sawmill, did we? So here we got the sawmill. Got our log sell point here. Here we've got our wood chipper and our Volta tractor and our trailer parked over here at the sawmill. And then right here at the entrance to the sawmill, we have our wood chip sell point. And that is pretty much the map. And there's a decorative, castle up here on the hill. But aside from that, there's our start point. There's the shop and the gas station. And of course, sawmill right there. That kind of gives you a little gist of the lay of the land, seeing it without the trees. The trees populate in there. So guys, that is logging in the mountains. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this logging only map? Is it something you're interested in maybe getting into and just giving a little bit of logging a try? Now before we do that, before we close out, let's point something out. So here is the starting part of the forest that you get on new farmer mode. As I said, on farm manager and start from scratch, you don't own this at all. You can see this plot of land is $1 million. So with farm manager, you get $1.25 million. Start from scratch, you get $500,000. So you won't be able to buy this plot with start from scratch. You could buy this plot with new farmer and kind of work your way out. Maybe leasing the Scorpion King or the Komatsu, or maybe taking out a loan and buying it outright, or just kind of doing logging the old-fashioned way with a chainsaw and a crane, or just a bucket and forks and a loader arms. But you've got this plot up here, $232,000 here by the shop. So you could definitely buy this here in either start mode and really just work your way around. Other plots, we've got this one here, almost $2 million, $1.8 million, 1.4, $1.5 billion, and then $30,000. But really, there isn't much actual usable land here. It's just this little bit around on the outside of the island. It's probably not a whole lot of trees there. And then this whole section here, $14,000. I doubt there's really hardly any usable trees in that particular plot. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. I want to thank you for watching the video. If you do like it, please go ahead and click that like button. And let me know in the comments, what do you think of the logging in the mountains? So until next time, happy farming.